Good morning. It is the first day of Summerween. It's July 5th. I'm very excited to get started reading today's plans. I'm going out with my mom. We used to do that in the summer all the time. Like, she would take a day to run errands, and we would just go to town and kind of get lunch and have a good time. Well, we both have different jobs now, so she has the day off. She doesn't work Thursdays and Fridays if she works a weekend, so she's off today. We're gonna go to town. I'm gonna drive and take us to just run errands and look for some stuff. So I'm not gonna get a lot of reading done today. Now our night plans are a little different. We're gonna do one thing, and now I think we're gonna do something else. But either way, it's socializing around people, so I'm probably not gonna be able to read. Tomorrow will be a big reading day. Tomorrow will be a big reading day. So while I wait for her, it's about 8:30 in the morning right now. She's not supposed to be here till like 10. I'm going to go ahead and start. And then there were four. This is one of the only books in my TBR that doesn't have a audio easily accessible. So I need to go ahead and get started reading it. It's a big boy. And then there are two books I forgot that I had put on my Kindle specifically for Summerween in case I needed a Kindle option but couldn't get a Kindle book. And that is Mira Grant's Into the Drowning Deep and the book Red in Tooth and Claw that just came out. So those two books are on my Kindle. I also just got approved for Lucy Undying by Kirsten White. I'm really excited because I've gotten approved for all of her stuff, and it's very compelling. However, I have read Kirsten White's interpretation of the original vampire lore before and was not impressed. So we're going to cross our fingers. I don't think I'm going to read that this Summerween, but I do have it. So like I said, I'm not going to get a lot of reading done today. If I don't read this morning, I probably won't get anything done. And then from there, I'll just start stuff as my mood strikes me. Like in the past, I've tried to do my smaller books first because it makes you feel a little bit more productive if you read the small ones first. But I just need to, I know I need to go ahead and knock away at this book. And I don't think it's going to take too long to read. I think it's a thick boy. The writing itself is not too bad. So we'll see. I'll get some reading done for about an hour, and then we're going to go to town, and maybe I'll find something to enjoy that sparks my interest, and I can add it to my TBR that I don't need to. Maybe. It is unbelievably hot outside right now. I did not vlog anything today of our shopping trip because I was with my mom. Sorry. I wanted to hang out with my mom. I haven't seen her and hung out with her in a while because we've both been working. But I did start How to Survive Your Murder on an audiobook when I got back and played Animal Crossing, and I like the vibe so far. It's got some weird language to it. Best I can tell you is it sounds like a Gen Z written by a millennial who doesn't hang out with Gen Z. I can kind of, YA is like that now. I can tell when authors haven't spent their time learning the language. Please stop. Anyway, I want to show you a couple of things I got. Not everything, but a couple things. I got here, just take this trash bag if you want it. I got this Aperol Spritz shirt because our group, our friend group loves making Aperol Spritz. It's just really random to find that in the TJ Maxx. I got a very Summerween appropriate shirt of Jaws. It's a comic book shirt, and I think I'm going to take this with me to the beach tomorrow. Or is that a little bit too on the nose? I got a new planner because unfortunately we do start back to school in a month, and I'm going to need to keep track of things. And my mom got me a back to school Christmas gift thing. It was originally, according to the tag, $150, and I don't know if I believe that, but it is Betsy Johnson. It's a teacher charm necklace. See this paper clip, and we've got a ruler, another paper clip, a pencil. We've got a calculator face that says hello. It's really cute. I love the scissors, and we have a globe. That globe is so pretty, and color pencil. So she's like, "Are you gonna wear that? That's really big." I'm like, "Girl, this is gonna be the moment. Are you kidding me? This is open house materials. So that was really nice of her to do that. I did not expect her to buy me that. So I bought her, I have the Orin here. We went to the store that has these, and they also had the One Ring. So I got her this and the One Ring because she loves Neverending Story and Lord of the Rings. And so she put the ring on the chain, so she's wearing them both together. So I did get books. You're not allowed to judge my books. Enjoy. I found Sherlock Holmes versus Dracula, and I thought that was just really funny. That's just hilarious to me. For 25 cents, I'll get that. I got the nerdiest, most teacher book of all. I got the Antigone's, and it's not Antigone like the play Antigone. If you've ever read Oedipus, it's kind of a required freshman year, sophomore year text. Antigone is about his daughter who's trying to get her brother's body back, and like it's a thing. But I love Antigone. It's one of my favorite plays, and this is like about the legend of Antigone and why we teach it and why we read it. So I think that's pretty cool. I got a book about the Gnostics. The Gnostics was a belief system that branched off from Christianity that believed that knowledge was going to get you to heaven, like to get above our earthly desires, you needed to be educated. And it gets a little bit new agey. This is kind of where like new age stuff happens, but there's a lot of misinterpretation of the Gnostics. And I did a research paper on this in a New Testament class way back in the day, so I thought it'd be kind of cool to look into that. And then the last one I got was an I Spy spooky book. I love I Spy. Me and one of my friends used to get together for what we called I Spy Mondays, and we would make a cake. We would just randomly make a cake, and we would play I Spy, and we'd sit on her couch, and we would just look at the different I Spy stuff. Is this printed upside down? That's so weird. It's misprinted. Look, watch this. When you open it, it's upside down. That's crazy. Okay, but I'm gonna have a good time doing that. I love I Spy. I might do some filming of me doing I Spy. Oh, the last thing I got. Oh my God, you're not ready. I wasn't gonna get him, and my mom was like, "If you don't get him, I'm gonna get him." He's gonna fit right in with my Christmas decor. Look at his tail. Anyway, he's carrying a little pine cone. It's Christmas in July, I guess. A lot of places had a couple of like Halloween things out, which was fun. I love that everyone just decided that July 5th is when Halloween starts. I think I'm gonna try to go to Michael's next week, like within Summerween, because my local Michael's is not in the same town we went to today, unfortunately, so I couldn't go today. But I really, really like their new stuff, and I'd like to try to get a couple pieces. So we'll see. Anyway, we have plans tonight. Like I said earlier, we're going to go hang out with some friends. So I'm just going to continue doing a little bit of reading, just vibing, trying to enjoy the fact that we have AC. I'm hoping tonight's get together ends up being more inside than it is outside, but we'll see. But anyway, I haven't finished anything, and I just have gotten started on those two books, and then there were four, and How to Survive Your Murder. So I haven't really started anything crazy, but I tell you what, I'll be getting plenty of reading done tomorrow because I will spend a total of 4 hours in the car. So something's getting read tomorrow. I don't know what, but something's getting read tomorrow. It's July summer break, and I'm just not built for this anymore. Um, it's currently 5:50. I woke up. I'm not mentally feeling good. I'm not physically feeling good. But I'm gonna truck my ass to the beach. So my sister said she's gonna be here between like 6:30 and 7. So I've got, and then there were four I'm gonna read. Last night when we got home from our friend's house, it was like 10:30, and I listened to How to Survive Your Murder and played games on my phone and went to bed. But like, I gotta stop doing that because like that's not good for this, and for sleeping. It's hot, So it's summer. What else is new? I really am liking How to Survive Your Murder, though. Like, it started kind of wonky. I didn't like the way the kids talked, but the humor is really good for this one, and it's more I feel like the light-hearted YA version of My Heart is a Chainsaw, where there's a final girl and horror movie obsessed person who experiences a trauma, but it's about to get, I think, a little bit different because obviously she goes back and has the opportunity to stop the murder. But I like the little nuggets of stuff that are dropped, that for fans of like horror stuff would be like, oh, that's cool. So hopefully it stays good. Hopefully it continues to get better. And that's all I've started. Now, am I being ambitious with what I'm taking to the beach? Yes, I am taking, and then there were 4. I'm taking How to Survive Your Murder, and I'm taking What Feasts at Night. I'm also taking Red in Tooth and Claw and Into the Drowning Deep on my Kindle, obviously. I do not think I will finish all of those. But if I can get a decent amount done of the bigger books and maybe even finish What Feasts at Night, you know, the animals are running around. I just have to save enough of an audiobook to be able to listen to it like tonight when I play Animal Crossing. So, to read a book in the dark, which I could have done last night playing games on my phone, but I kept the light on, so not technically, can't count that. Anyway, I will keep you updated as best I can. I don't want my phone to overheat, so I probably won't even use it while we're actually at the beach. So, and we'll see how long we stay. It's not supposed to be as hot today as it was yesterday, but even not as hot is going to be very, very hot. So, we'll see. So, you probably can't hear me, but it is windy. We have red flags, which means massive amounts of riptides and rip currents, so we will probably not be swimming today. It is already hot. It's only 9:13, so we paid for parking till 1. We will probably leave at 1, because it's just so damn hot and sticky, and you can't go swimming. So I've got 2 books with me physically, and I've got 1 Kindle book to read. We'll just see what gets read. I might just fall asleep. Good Lord, it's sticky out here at only 9 in the morning. Thunder. I don't have it in me to fully describe how mad this book made me today. It'll have to wait for in the morning. I feel like my time got wasted, and I hate finishing a book feeling that way. So I'm going to play Animal Crossing to try to feel better. And I'm going to listen to What Feast at Night. I do have The Honeys also as an audiobook, but I kind of want to do What Feast at Night. It feels appropriate to listen to that one in the dark. So I've got Animal Crossing queued up. I'm just going to catch some fish and try to continue to be mad about this stupid book. I'm finally calm enough to talk about this book. I've ranted multiple times to multiple people about it already. If you don't want to get spoiled for this book, then I'll try to add a timestamp. But if not, if you see me put this down, I've stopped talking about it. This book felt spiteful to its reader. It was okay up until the end. The main premise is that a girl sees her sister get killed. A year later, she's got to, she's a witness. She's the only witness, and she has to put this guy away in jail. And this random angel character is like, oh, what if you could go back? Sends her back. She saves her sister. But in the process, she has to find out what's going on. And any changes she makes stays permanent at midnight. But other people start to die. Her friends start to die. Other girls start to die that were going to get killed but didn't. And it just felt disrespectful of my time as a reader because I liked the book. I was going to get like 4 stars up until the end. Because even though it wasn't like the best characterization, the teenage characters definitely speak like millennials trying to speak like Gen Z. I didn't mind it. It felt like watching a horror movie. Obviously, you can't prioritize everything in a horror movie, so you got to pick and choose what you prioritize. But the last 3 pages made me so mad. I had to put the book down and just kind of stare. I almost threw it into the goddamn ocean. I was so upset that I'd wasted my entire beach trip reading it for that ending to happen. I like ambiguous endings. I'm okay with ironic endings. This one wasn't ambiguous or ironic. This one was just rude. It was mean. It was mean-spirited. And there was no payoff for it. There's also no resolution. So I would have been fine with ironic if we had gotten resolution to other stuff. You needed about 20 more pages in this. Commit to that ending. Like, commit to it. I'm not kidding. But that's all I want to talk about it. I'm not happy with that book. I don't want to look at it anymore. I'm glad I finished it, and so now that's over. But I'm very mad about it. As far as books that are not pissing me off, I almost finished What Feast at Night last night. I have this much more to go, but I'm reading it in the dark, so I'm going to wait until tonight to finish it. It's the sequel to What Moves the Dead, and the character has gone back home, and a person they knew has passed away, and the rumor is that it was this urban legend thing that's basically a nightmare. I don't remember what they call it, but it's where, the concept of a hag that sits on your chest and like suffocates you in your sleep. Sleep paralysis. But this one is an actual creature. There's ghosts involved. It's suitably creepy. I will give it that. The atmosphere is very creepy. I'll finish this tonight. I want to read this in the dark, so I'll probably play Animal Crossing again and finish that. And then I am not very far into, and then there were 4, unfortunately. It's not bad. The main character is a little bit immature for my liking, or one of the main characters. The one that talks in first person POV is a little bit immature. Like, she doesn't talk like a teenager, but she also doesn't talk like an adult. It feels like an adult trying to mimic a flighty child's brain. And I don't know if they're succeeding that, but it also has a point of view that's in second person, which is weird. You don't get a lot of second person point of view. So that's interesting. I haven't started Into the Drowning Deep or read In Tooth and Claw, but I'm also probably not going to the pool today because it's overcast. And also I was at the beach all day and have a little bit of sunburn on my back, so I don't really want to go out in the sun again. And I'm probably going to start the Honeys today. Like, while I do chores around the house, I'm going to listen to the Honeys. So, yeah, and I think that's it. I do eventually need to pick up You're Not Supposed to Die Tonight, but I kind of want to get a little further in this before I do that. And I want to finish What Feast at Night. I don't think I'm going to be switching any of my TBR. Last year I had to do some last minute changes because I knew I wasn't going to read everything, but I think this year I'll be successful with all that I've picked out in my TBR already. I'm not going to do the Instagram prompt today. I will tell you that. Like yesterday I forgot and did it last minute and I wasn't happy with it, but today you're supposed to do a reel. I don't want to do a reel. I don't want to film a reel. So I'll post something else. Anyway, back to reading. And I don't know what I'm doing today besides cleaning, possibly. I don't have any plans. One of my friends just came back from her vacation and she could go one of 2 ways. She could decide she's socialed out by being with her family for a week, and so she didn't want to see anybody today, or I half expect her to message me randomly and be like, let's go run errands. And so if we do that, I'll let you know. Tomorrow, I have to find out what my AP students made on their AP Lang exam. I get those results in. I'm nervous, but I'm excited. I think a lot of them did pretty good, so I'm interested to know. And then Tuesday is my husband's birthday, so we're going to go out to eat, but we don't really have any other plans. Maybe we'll go to the pool, we'll just kind of hang out, you know, nothing crazy. And so that's it. Like, I do think, though, I'm going to try to go to Michael's on Wednesday. I need to go to David's to bring some books to the used bookstore, and then I want to go to Michael's to see if they've got their Halloween stuff. So that's the only other stuff I've got planned. AP scores, husband's birthday, Michael's. So anyway, let me get back to reading, I guess. One of these not as interesting books. I'm so, maybe I shouldn't have started with that book. I don't know if you can hear that, but we've got a thunderstorm rolling through. And we may have rain for the rest of the night, which is great for spooky vibes. What I'm going to do is, since I only have about, a little bit left of this, I think I may go sit in our living room and watch my husband play video games in the dark and listen to the book and, like, enjoy the rain vibes. And then I will pick this back up after I finish this, which will get me 2 books down, and hopefully I'm trying to reach the halfway mark of this one today. But I'm just going to go vibe and watch my husband game. I love thunderstorms, but I also don't. Because my dog's very afraid of thunderstorms. So, poor Nimoy. I'm going to go cuddle with him on the couch and tell him he's a good boy.